You've been doing meditation all wrong. We've trivialized a deep spiritual practice, turned it into a self-improvement gimmick. Oh, look at me, I'm spiritual. I'm grinding on self-improvement. Bro, don't you know? I'm Sigma. I don't sleep, I just meditate, bro. Okay, I applaud you for trying to get your life together. A for effort. But the highest form of meditation is not concerned with these surface-level benefits that we're all trying to get. In fact, the benefits that we think we're trying to get with meditation are not the destination, but the vehicle. So you want some more peace, some more focus, Peace and focus are not the goal of meditation, but are merely the tools for a higher purpose. Today, we will discover this highest purpose, how to truly reap the benefits of meditation, and how we can meditate with ease. I will show you the lazy person's way to meditation. First, let us realize why most people are not actually meditating efficiently. Meditation has been reduced to a tool for self-improvement. This isn't bad, of course. I mean, something is better than nothing. But meditation in this way is actually the opposite of the way it was originally intended. Of course, I have no idea how it was originally intended, but that is not important. We use meditation as a way to improve our life. We feel that by meditating every morning we gain some benefit throughout our day. Because we do get benefits, we often don't advance any further. Why fix something if it's not broken? But the highest form of meditation is not to get anything. When we try to achieve peace or focus, we stop short on the journey and never actually reach the destination. Of course, maybe all you want is a bit of peace and focus, and that could be fine for you. In fact, I would really take the time to think about why you are doing meditation in the first place. What is the point? Why are you doing it? Is it because people say it's good and so you think you should? Are you just trying to get some peace of mind? Understanding your goal and your desired outcome will help you shape your meditation practice and use meditation in the right way. Because in the end, there are probably a million different types of meditation for a million different purposes. My way of meditating might not be your cup of tea. However, I feel that my practice seems to get all the benefits of regular meditation and more, without necessarily needing to be so disciplined or rigid. You see, the reason that I am not so interested in self-improvement meditation is because I have found that self-destruction meditation is far more effective. What does this mean? You ask. And that is simple. Most people meditate to improve their lives. I meditate to remember that I don't exist. Most people meditate to reinforce a sense of self-identity. I am a meditator. I meditate to remember that my sense of self-identity is false. That is the difference between self-improvement and self-destruction. Through meditation, I deconstruct my individual sense of self and reconnect to Source. I reconnect with my true nature as the God essence. Rather than reinforcing separation, my own unique identity, I remind myself of the unity of all things, that we are all the same one consciousness. My awareness is your awareness, is the same awareness of a dog or a cat or a bird or a dinosaur. Awareness is universal, mind and body are unique. Separation is illusion, but oneness is truth. The more we live in separation, the more suffering that we create for ourselves and the world around us. The more we live in unity, the more our life is in harmony with universal truths. That is why I don't necessarily recommend meditation for self-improvement. And of course, it's not that this is bad, it's just why not get more out of the same practice by simply shifting your perspective? This shift in perspective comes by reorienting our attention toward God realization. True meditation is focusing on God. That is why I say focus is the vehicle, not the destination. You use focus to point your mind at the highest truth. You use peace of mind to help you realize that God's presence is always with you. When your mind is active and chaotic, you cannot hear God's voice. Like the silence in which all sound arises and falls back into, God's voice, God's presence is always here. However, when we are easily distracted, we get caught in focusing on all the noise and are unable to witness the silence. That is why meditation is great for increasing our attention span. But increasing our attention span is not the goal. It only allows us to keep our attention on God and remain undistracted by all of the things, the noise of the world. You may see the great differences between these two styles of meditation. Self-improvement meditation focuses on your ego, your unique individual identity. Self-destruction meditation focuses on removing the ego and looking toward the ultimate universal truth. The ego is what creates a sense of separation from consciousness, from the God essence. But in truth, God can never be separated from you. Meditation is a process of dissolving the illusion, of breaking down, not building up or adding anything onto anything. When you shine the light of your awareness upon something, it burns away attachment and identity. The ego cannot survive the power of your awareness. Self-inquiry is a practice that is very similar to meditation. When we are aware of something, we automatically create separation and space between that which we are aware of. There is always the object of our awareness and our awareness. And simple logic states that you cannot be the object of your awareness, because then who is there that is aware? You must be the subjective awareness. So when you shine the light of your awareness upon your ego identity, you are forced to realize that that is not you. The person you believe yourself to be is a belief, an idea in your mind in which you are aware of. And you are there as the awareness perceiving that belief, that idea. But in self-improvement meditation, you reinforce the ego identity. You say, I am a meditator, and I meditate every morning at 9 a.m. without fail. I am disciplined. Don't talk to me if I have not done my morning meditation. It's like your coffee replacement. In the lazy person's way of meditation, this is what we call doing the most. It's just too much to try and keep this identity alive. I am this kind of person, and this is what I do. And if I don't do this, then my identity is threatened. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm betraying myself. I said I was going to do this thing, but now I don't feel like it. Now you might feel bad for skipping a day of meditation. Oh man, I should have done that. Next time I'm going to do better. Tomorrow I'm going to meditate twice as hard. You get caught in this ridiculous drama with yourself. You're constantly wrestling with yourself and struggling so hard to be a certain way. This is what I need to be. If I'm not like this, then I'm not good enough. I need to be better. I need to improve myself. But the consciousness that you are is already perfect. Only the body and the mind are imperfect. And only when we identify with the body or the mind do we believe that we need to change or improve. But it is precisely this attachment to the mind that is taking away your peace in the first place. Because the mind and the body and the world are always changing. So long as you identify with any of these things, you will experience yourself getting pulled all over the place. By thoughts, by people, by experiences, by feelings. And you cannot experience peace if you're getting pulled all over the place. However, awareness is stillness. Only in stillness can you find peace. Awareness is the unchanging. Only when you are deeply rooted in awareness do the storms of life have no effect over you. Meditation is the process of remaining as awareness, of realizing that you are that awareness, and keeping your focus on this truth. In a sense, you are aware that you are aware. You take your attention and you focus it back in on itself, like looking in the mirror. And so the lazy person's way of meditation is a practice in which you do nothing, because awareness is not doing anything. It simply is. Meditation for most people is an act of doing something. They are trying to do nothing. Now how silly is that? You cannot try to do nothing, because that is doing something. It's an oxymoron. Moron. Sorry, please forgive me. Awareness is the passive observer that's watching your life unfold like a movie. Most people are so invested in being the character in the movie, but in truth, you are not the character. You are the one in the theater watching the movie from afar. You can see when you identify with the character, you're neck deep in the drama of the story, the storm of life. But when you are awareness watching, you're not in the drama. That is where the peace arises, from not getting caught in the drama of your life, in the stories in your mind. So this practice of meditation is simple. Whenever we find ourselves getting pulled back into identity with form, we simply return to recognize our true place as the formless awareness. We transition from a life of doing to a life of being, from effort to allowing. In doing so, you are no longer carrying this heaviness of the ego. You can experience great relief and peace for no reason, because this is your default state. It's only that the ego comes along and adds all of this unnecessary nonsense on top of a already perfect being. Eventually you will realize that your ego is the one that is taking away all of your peace and your happiness. Consciousness radiates peace, love, and joy. This is your default state. But the ego creates the illusion of separation. And so you are cut off from these blessings. Because we have spent a lifetime of reinforcing the ego, it has strong momentum. So the practice of meditation is taking our power back through no longer reinforcing our ego identity. Our ego has been feeding off our power our whole life. Without our energy, it has no existence. So when we return to awareness, we take away our power from the ego. The ego begins to fade away on its own. But the ego does not want to die. So it will continue to manipulate and coerce you into feeding it. It can be very much like a parasite that is feeding off of your life force. So at first it feels like there is great effort in meditation. But that is not exactly true. The effort is in resisting the habitual flow of always feeding your mind activity. Awareness, however, is already your most natural and default state. Think about it. You are aware right now. Does it take any effort to be aware? But like the silence hidden underneath a world of noise, you have been unable to recognize your true place as awareness because of you being distracted. Meditation is the art of removing what is untrue and keeping your attention on what is true. Return to awareness, your natural and true state of being, again and again and again, forever and always. Awareness never leaves you. So you don't need to just meditate every morning at a specific time. Meditation is a practice that never ends. Rather than practicing meditation, your life becomes the meditation. You let go of being the meditator, and your very nature becomes meditative. That is the path to the highest.